Good morning, students. So in the last lecture, we solved some questions on Cloze test and we even discussed some previous year questions. So let's continue further and solve some more questions asked in your IBPS examination. So without any further ado, let's begin. Now moving on to our next question, try solving it. So now let's discuss. Let me first read out the entire passage. As invasive pests and weeds can dash country by flying over the border or by simply growing gratuitously. In such cases, comma, dash, their entry is difficult. Full stop. However, when they land up at airports and dockyards in cargoes of imported grain or with items carried by tourists, comma, the authorities should be able to dash them out. For this reason, comma, countries have animal, comma, plant and health quarantine facilities at all trans-border entry points. However, Tanzania seems to have let it guard dash late, especially regarding agriculture products which form the bulk of its imports. Full stop. It is difficult to establish how pests and weeds are entering the country. Full stop. What is dash is that there is no institutional mechanism to even probe these invasions. Full stop. The concerned ministry has not dash a single invasion to date. So is it clear? Now, here's the first question. Find out the appropriate word in each case. So, in case of blank 1, on reading the sentence, the concerned sentence implies what invasive pests and weeds can do by flying over the border of a country. So, let's analyze our options. Reach is incorrect as the phrase reach country will not convey a coherent sentence. We need a determiner for the noun country. Hence, option A is ruled out. Similarly, the phrase search for country will be incorrect. Now, next is enter any. It fits the blank appropriately. Other remaining options are irrelevant. Hence, option C is the correct answer. It fits the blank perfectly. Now, moving forward, answer to the second question is option E. Now, coming to the paragraph, since it has been established that invasive pests can fly over borders, one can infer that it is difficult to stop their entry. Hence, check, which means to stop or slow the progress of something, typically something undesirable, is the appropriate word for the blank. On analyzing other options, allowing would convey the opposite meaning of what is intended. Next is detecting. Detecting does not fit in the context of the passage as we are talking about the invasion of pests that needs to be stopped. Option C, that is blocked, is grammatically incorrect. Option A is also irrelevant and not suitable with respect to the passage. So clearly option E is the correct option. Clear? Now next is question 3. That is, we need to find the word that fits perfectly in blank 3. So looking at the concerned sentence expresses that though the invasive pests cannot be stopped from flying over the border or growing, they can be prevented from entering through airports and dockyards. The phrasal verb weed out means to remove a person or thing that is not suitable or good enough, especially from a group or collection. This fits in the blank appropriately to convey that the airport and the dockyard facilities should be vigilant about the imported grains and items carried by tourists entering a country. Thus, option B is the correct answer. Now, moving on to the next question, that is blank 4. Its answer is option B. So, to let one's guard down. So, to let one's guard down means to become less guarded or vigilant, comma, to stop being cautious about potential trouble or danger. The phrase fits well in the fourth blank to imply that Tanzania is less vigilant about the imported agricultural products that carry invasive pests. Of late means recently. Thus, option B is the correct answer. Now, next is question 5. So, its answer is option C. The sentence prior to one under concern states it is difficult to establish how pests and weeds are entering the country. So, we have the context of uncertainty with reference to the entry of pests and weeds. The concerned sentence must take the idea forward. Hence, looking at the options, inexplicable fits the blank perfectly, as inexplicable means unable to be explained or accounted for. Thus, the word fits in the fifth blank to convey that it is surprising how even the institutional mechanism is unable to probe the invasions. The other words do not fit in the blank, hence option C is the correct answer. Now, moving forward, answer to the next question, that is question 6 or blank 6 is option A. With reference to the context of the passage, the concerned Ministry of Tanzania must have probed or investigated the invasion, which it has not done so far. Thus, option A is the correct answer. Hence, investigated is the most appropriate word. So, is it clear? Now, moving on to our next question, try solving it. So, is it done? Let's discuss. Let me first read out the passage. On October 29, 1929, Black Tuesday hit Wall Street as investors dashed some 16 million shares on the New York Stock Exchange in a single day. Full stop. Billions of dollars were lost, dash out thousands of investors. Full stop. In the aftermath of Black Tuesday, America and the rest of the industrialized world dashed downward into the Great Depression 1929 to 1939, the deepest and longest lasting economic dash in the history of the Western industrialized world up to that time. Full stop. During the 1920s, the US stock market underwent rapid expansion, reaching its peak in August 1929, after a period of wild speculation. Full stop. By then, production had already declined and unemployment had risen, leaving stocks in great excess of their real value. Full stop. Among the other causes of the eventual market collapse were low wages, the dash of debt, a struggling agricultural sector, and an excess of large bank loans that could not be liquidated. Full stop. Stock prices began to decline in September and early October 1929, and on October 18, the fall began. Full stop. Panic set in, and on October 24, Black Thursday, a record of 12894,650 shares were traded. Full stop. Investment companies and leading bankers attempted to dash the market by buying up great blocks of stock, producing a moderate rally on Friday. So now, here's the first question. Find out the appropriate word in each case. So, As the paragraph is talking about 1929 stock market crash and Great Depression, the line as investors dashed some 16 million shares on New York Stock Exchange in a single day itself suggests that investors can only trade. Hence, out of the given options, the correct answer choice should be option A. Let's also discuss the meaning of other words given in different options. So, first is invaded implies a hostile entry into the territory of another, that is, to enter forcefully. Segregated means set apart from the rest or from each other, comma, isolate or divide. Next is daunted, that is, make someone feel intimidated or apprehensive. Next is halted, bring or come to an abrupt stop. Hence, clearly, option E is the correct answer choice. It fits the blank perfectly. Now, moving on, answer to the second question, that is blank 2, is option B, that is wiping. So, coming to the paragraph, again the line billions of dollars were lost, dash out thousands of investors. So, this line conveys that after such a huge trading of billions of dollars, investors got eliminated from their job. They then had nothing with them. Hence, option B should be the correct answer choice, as wiping means to remove or eliminate something completely. Thus, it fits the blank perfectly. Clear? Now, moving on, let's discuss question 3. Again, coming back to the paragraph, the line in the aftermath of Black Tuesday, comma, America and the rest of the industrialized world dashed downward into the Great Depression. So, this line itself suggests that the consequences or after effects of a significant unpleasant event like stock market crash resulted into the continuous downfall and depression of America and rest of the industrialized world. So, if we look at our options, only option C, that is the word spiral, fits the blank perfectly, because spiral means to decrease or deteriorate continuously. Hence, option C is the correct answer choice. Clear? Now, coming to question 4, let's discuss again the line the deepest and longest lasting economic dash in the history of Western industrialized world up to that time. It is talking about the Great Depression that was caused due to stock market crash. The line conveys that it was the greatest depression, that is decline in economic, business activity in the history of Western industrialized world that it has faced ever. Hence, the most befitting word among the given options is downturn, which means a decline in economic, business or other activity. Hence, the meaning of the given word suggests that option D should be the right answer choice. So, is it clear? Now, coming to question 5, option C is the correct answer choice. So, coming back to the paragraph, it's clear that the paragraph is talking about 1929 stock market crash and the Great Depression. The line among the other causes of the eventual market collapse were low wages, the dash of debt, a struggling agricultural sector and an excess of large bank loans that could not be liquidated. So, this line conveys that out of the many, one of the reasons of the collapse were low wages, rapid increase in the number of debt, the unliquidated large bank loans. Hence, the sentence suggests that the blank must contain a word that means rapid increase in the number. So, let's look at the meaning of the given options. So, first is commotion. It means a state of confused and noisy disturbance. Next is significant. It means important. Clear? Now, next is proliferation. It means a rapid increase in the number or amount of something. Next is renovate. It means restore to a good state of repair. Last is impair, that is to weaken or damage something. Hence option C is our correct answer. Now moving on to our next question, that is question 6. Option C is the correct answer choice. The line investment companies and leading bankers attempted to dash the market by buying up great blocks of stocks, producing a moderate rally on Friday. It talks about the efforts made by the leading bankers and investment companies to stabilize the market, that is to make it stable or firm, basically to support it after such a huge depression in the stock market. Hence only option C fits perfectly and is a correct answer choice. So is it clear? So now let's end our lecture. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.